answer's at 75%.
Close enough. It's gonna work. Overloads.
How was the last diagnostic?
We still have a 10-second targeting system delay.
Acceptable, but barely.
I'm more concerned about containment. If that solar flare is a B class, we'll have to shut it down.
Great. We have an untested system.
And we're giving a personal demonstration to the president.
No pressure.
Are we ready, Dr. Whitlow?
I would feel more comfortable if we had another month.
We're over budget and out of time. This is our one last shot.
Thank you, Brian. Good luck.
Mr. President, Vice President Crane.
I'm looking forward to this, Brian. Let's start the show.
Yes, sir. Please have a seat. Today, we unveil the world's most advanced global defense system, a space-based interceptor armed with unlimited energy. Dr. Jane Whitlow is going to take us through a demonstration.
Thank you. In 2010, our high-frequency disruptor program made an incredible scientific breakthrough. We discovered how to use high-frequency pulses to affect the Earth's magnetosphere. The purpose, to eventually combat global warming by affecting weather patterns. But the potential didn't stop there. We also discovered we could affect the sun's magnetosphere and use it to harness incredible power. We will start by sending an extreme high-frequency pulse into the sun.
How safe is this, Dr. Whitlow?
Very. The pulse will disrupt a localized area in the sun's magnetic field, releasing an A-class solar flare with 0 threat potential. Peter, we're up.
Activating. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The sun's released energy will now be collected by our satellite and then redirected as a focus beam to destroy targeted space objects.
Tracking trajectory. Activating solar array. We're in position. Energy collection in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're at maximum capacity. Containment is holding.
Mr. President, the unlimited power of the sun has now armed us against any oncoming threat, be it a rogue missile, satellite, or asteroid. For the purpose of this test, we've chosen one of our decommissioned communication satellites. Peter, fire when ready.
Target is locked. Ion beam initialized.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff.
Congratulations. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You've just witnessed the future of global defense.
Stuck my neck out to keep this alive. I'm glad I did.
Excellent work, Dr. Whitlow.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
Thank you very much. We're in the clear.
Well, we just made history. And our next round of funding.
So, can I breathe now? Peter, what just happened?
Massive system failure. The satellite's emptying its energy banks.
Where? What's it targeting?
The sun.
Shut it down now!
What the hell's going on?
Our satellite just triggered a solar storm.
How big?
Peter, status.
Oh, hell. Looks like the first solar flare is an X class.
And how bad is the next class?
Satellites, power grids, electronics, navigation system. They'll all be affected.
When?
Approximately 10 minutes.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney.
Easy, huh?
Yeah. If you can't afford it, won't be appointed to you. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
If you wish to call a lawyer,
You'll pay for legal fees, right?
Davis, got a half-bat takedown. Houston, your pat search was terrible. You didn't properly handcuff the felon. So you both failed.
fail.
Yeah, as in you just screwed up. Your partner makes a mistake, you both pay the price. So, back up. I want to see you both back at the academy in half an hour.
I guess if that was a real situation, you probably would have saved my life.
Yeah, but I think I would have preferred to pass.
The dinosaurs were everywhere. They roamed the land, flew through the air, and swam in the seas. But 65 million years ago, something happened that totally killed them off. Does anyone know what caused the extinction of dinosaurs?
The Ice Age. Even my baby brother knows that.
Thank you, Sam. Extreme climate change is a possibility, but it also could have been asteroids or global volcanic eruptions. Some scientists even think the dinosaurs died off because of several huge disasters combined.
So where's the guest speaker?
He should be arriving shortly.
Peter, what's our status?
1 minute to impact.
Right here is why I volunteer to do this every week. Okay, now the second reason, exercise. Let's pick up the pace and work those glutes. Come on. Step.
Getting worried.
Oh, the traffic was terrible. I'm not that late anyway, am I?
You're 10.5 minutes late.
10.5 minutes.
Guys, it's my pleasure to introduce the acclaimed scientist, Dr. Michael Ranger.
Okay. I'm here today to talk to you about what it is that I do and why science is such a great profession. Did you feel that?
Is that a tremor? Guys, hang on! Call 911. We'll look for survivors.
Thank you. You're saving my life.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Dad, I can't get a signal.
Neither can I. That was no ordinary earthquake. We just got hit by a solar flare.
Guys, help me get this off.
It was a 6.5 magnitude earthquake. For a class X.9 solar flare, it could have been worse.
How the hell does a solar flare cause an earthquake?
Its impact on the outer atmosphere had the energy of 1 billion megatons of TNT. It literally wobbled the Earth on its axis.
Dr. Whitlow, what exactly have we done?
Like hurricanes, we have categories for global catastrophic threats. Category 5, global economic impact. 6, a breakdown of infrastructure and society. 7, the destruction of the human race. 8, the destruction of the planet. This may qualify as a Category 5.
No. We need time to assess this situation. What happened here today is a matter of national security. Mr. President, we are the only ones who know what caused this thing. And for the good of this country, I believe it's important that it stay that way.
I agree. Can't allow this government to be undermined with an environmental scandal when we have a population to protect. Understood? I am declaring a nationwide state of emergency. I want all planes in the U.S. grounded but for military flights. I want all military sectors on high alert. Give me FEMA, Homeland Security. I want the Director of Central Intelligence in the Oval Office. 20 minutes.
All right, listen. I'm sure everybody's family's fine. As soon as the cell phones start working again, Karen will call your parents and let them know you're okay. Good? Look, there you go. Hello?
Michael. I'm trying to get through to Karen. Is she okay?
No, she's fine. Don't worry.
Please tell her I'm okay and we'll see her at home. Cell signals are totally out of whack.
I think it was a solar storm that caused this. It must be wreaking havoc on everything electronic, including cell signals. Deb, what's wrong?
Just watched a passenger plane fall out of the sky.
I'm sorry.
It's a mess here. I'm waiting for fire and rescue.
Listen, Deb, you can handle this. Just go home. Karen and I will meet you there as soon as we can.
Thank you, Michael. I mean that.
All right. Bye.
Is Mom okay?
Yeah, she's just a little shaken up.
Okay.
Huh? All right? Okay. Let's call your parents first. All right, go ahead, tell me the number.
There are widespread communications and power disruptions throughout the country. Death tolls are trickling in. At the moment, it stands at 140, but that does not include the 3 passenger planes that are currently unaccounted for.
What about the rest of the world?
The solar flare struck the northern hemisphere. Europe should be comparable to us, same with parts of Central America.
We've been in contact with Canada, the UK, and France, and their damages seem to be only to their power grids as well.
How long will this last?
This is the largest solar storm we've ever seen. It could last a couple of days, or it could last a week.
The region of the sun that was hit is still very volatile.
That's true, but I think the key here is to avoid feeding panic. We're going to have the power grids up and running in all major cities by tonight. Military and government communication has not been affected. I think it's safe to say that the worst of this is behind us.
Well, at least that's something. Let's work that into the national address.
And what if the worst isn't behind us?
Well, with all due respect, Vice President Crane, it is.
My fellow Americans, today at 10:12 a.m. Pacific time, the Northern Hemisphere was struck by a Class X solar flare. This unprecedented event triggered a series of global earthquakes, disrupted our power grids, communications, and transport systems. This solar flare is the first wave of a geomagnetic storm that will plague our planet for the next 48 hours. But there is no need to panic. Our government and military infrastructures remain unaffected. Everything is under control.
Yeah, right. You just know when they say that everything's under control, the crap has hit the fan. Texting Tim?
When that earthquake hit, I kept seeing his face. If I ever lost him. Why don't you like him?
It's not that I don't like him. It's... Look, I know it's none of my business, but I've been doing some research.
What kind of research? Dad, spit it out.
Statistically, 75% of marriages to police officers end in divorce. 19% in domestic violence.
Are you kidding me?
Well, the stats don't lie. That means you have a 6% chance of a successful marriage.
Dad, will you stop with the stats? I love Tim, and he's the nicest, most respectful man on the planet.
Okay, all right. I just worry about you.
Don't need to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yeah. You? Fine. I couldn't reach your grandfather.
I'll check out back.
Check by the leak. Okay.
Governor! 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 Governor. Looks like you cut your head.
Why the heck do you keep calling me governor? I haven't been a governor for 20 years.
All right. From now on, I'm gonna call you Willie.
Dad?
He's up here, in the study.
Dad!
He's gonna be all right.
I don't stand there gawking. Help an old man up. Huh? There you go. All right.
Mr. President, Brian has got a very good reason to downplay the solar storm. It was his program that got us into this mess in the first place, and he is simply trying to protect his ass.
I'll take your opinion into consideration.
That's all I ask.
Come in.
Sir, you have a call. It's NASA Administrator. It's urgent.
President Duncan. When? Is this an isolated event? Thank you. We may have another situation.
The second you get back, you send all your data to NASA.
Brian, this is spiraling out of control. The HFD program never should have been rushed.
It was a calculated risk meant to meet a deadline. That's it.
A risk without proper simulations. You forced my team to ignore protocols.
Mistakes were made, but we've got to move forward. We're going to fix this.
I hope we can, before more people die.
Did you feel that?
No. We just got hit by another solar flare.
When's this gonna stop?
Hey.
Jack, I'm so glad you're home.
It's gonna be okay.
What's the inside scoop, Jack?
It's a solar storm. A bad one, but we've seen it before. 48 hours tops and everything moves back to normal.
Solar storm that hits that hard and this fast doesn't disappear in 2 days. It's being downplayed to avoid panic.
Your ex sounds like a conspiracy nut.
And you sound like a typical senator's lackey.
Well, whatever the hell's going on, hopefully we're through the worst of it.
I'm sorry, William. This is just getting started. We got magnetic fields going haywire. Birds are dying. Planes are falling from the sky.
Conjecture.
Jack, what I saw today was...
It's a terrible tragedy and a horrible coincidence. Well, think about it, Bev. If this solar storm is as bad as Michael says it is, why aren't there hundreds of planes dropping out of the sky?
Because right now, the pockets of electromagnetic pulses are random and dispersing quickly. Eventually, the atmosphere is going to become oversaturated, affecting everything electrical.
Okay, maybe we're overreacting.
Right now, the most important thing is that we're prepared. We need to go to town and stockpile food and water for at least a month.
For a 2-day solar storm. Seriously? Seriously. I mean, who should we believe? The President of the United States in consultation with the greatest minds in the world, or one disgraced scientist? I rest my case.
Come on, Mike, I'll help you get those supplies.
Have fun shopping. Jack Hillcroft? Yes, Senator, we're back online.
Jack's the senator's aide. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, well, my father's a scientist with a doctorate in solar physics. I think he knows what he's talking about, Mom.
What's going on?
This keeps getting worse. DOD just placed us on satellite watch.
Solar flares?
They're knocking satellites out of orbit. Fast.
5 seconds to impact.
An M-class solar flare. We might feel this one.
Great.
NASA's requesting the coordinates of any satellites at risk. They're desperate.
How many satellites are designed to burn up completely upon re-entry?
A few smaller models will disintegrate, but the average communication satellite weighs 5 tons. The bulk of it will stay intact.
So almost 3,500 satellites are at risk of becoming fireballs?
Technically over 10,000 if you include non-operational.
Contact the space station. Let's see what kind of information they have.
I'm on it.
What's the trajectory of that one?
It's dropping right above London.
Dr. Whitlow.
You've been updated?
Just now. Brian, we're about to have satellites striking populated areas.
We may have underestimated this thing.
You think we may have overreacted just a little?
Trust me, Governor. In a couple days, you'll be grateful.
Hey, Governor. We're making the rounds, checking on the neighbors after all that chaos.
Greatly appreciated, Jeffrey. But please, call me William.
Of course.
Edna?
Hello.
What's with all the supplies?
Well, best to be prepared.
That solar storm's only going to get worse. You want to make sure you have a lot of dry goods and plenty of water.
Listen to him, Jeffrey. The man's a scientist.
That sounds good. We're going to check on Miss Swanson.
Let us know if she needs anything. We're pretty well equipped.
Hey, Dr. Ranger. Governor.
Tim?
Officer Davis.
What's with all this stuff?
Why don't you make yourself useful?
Sure.
Sorry I lost my cool with Michael. That guy gets under my skin.
Jack, after what I saw today, it put things into perspective. You know, life's too short to be holding grudges. You gotta let it go.
I know. You're right.
Hey, Tim.
Hey.
Your folks okay?
Yeah, they're good.
I need you all to see this. It's a clip from London.
London?
Oh my God. It was some kind of fireball. It totally destroyed Big Ben.
It's not a fireball, it's a satellite knocked out of its orbit by the solar storm.
Is this gonna keep happening?
Yeah,
Why didn't they see it coming?
they should have. The Space Weather Center can forecast these things days in advance. Something's happening.
Like what?
I won't know until I analyze the solar storm data, but right now we need to move quick. Let's finish unloading the truck. I'll head back to the barn, pick up a generator and some more supplies.
I'll get my old radio out of the garage and dig out the emergency kit.
Good, we'll need it. Jack, what do you know about the Special Routing Arrangement Service?
SRAS. It's a secure government network independent of public internet and cell phones.
That uses shielded military satellites. We're gonna lose internet and cell phone service any minute. That hardware could keep us connected.
I'll head into the office now and sign on that access key.
I was so worried.
Me too. You okay?
It's getting scary out there.
I'll protect you.
Tim, what are you doing?
Nothing. I wasn't doing anything, honestly.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, what are you doing right now?
Whatever you need.
Good. I need you to help me pick up a generator and some more supplies.
Sure. Done. I think I've been drafted.
It's okay. He doesn't bite.
Are you sure?
Hey, we don't have all day.
I just spoke with NASA. CloudSat and Terra just went down. They can't get through to the space station. Any ideas?
Try skipping the signal off a satellite in the upper orbit. Anik E1 is still operational.
Contact at the space station coming up now. Well, that's strange. It's a live transmission.
That thing is the only portable high-frequency disruptor in existence.
High-frequency disruptor.
It sends EHF pulses into the magnetosphere.
Why?
To manipulate the weather, hopefully to reverse global warming.
Is that you?
Karen drew that when she was 5 years old. Give it to me.
Thank you.
Gas cans are in the corner, the generator's in the back, next to the manure bags.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Son of a...
Is everything okay?
My satellite picked up a high-frequency pulse that was targeted at the sun. It triggered the solar storm.
You have your own satellite.
Sort of. Technically, it was decommissioned.
Who would target the sun?
This is bad. This is really, really bad. It originated at the HFD facility outside of Boston.
Wow. Who else knows about this?
I'm the only civilian monitoring EHF pulses. This had to be the government. They're covering it up. Pick up Jane. All right, change of plans. Let's load up. We're going someplace else.
To do what?
You ask a lot of questions.
I'm a cop.
You're a cadet. Let's go.
London's a mess. We've got the UN saying it was an isolated incident.
We now have 18 isolated incidents. What about telling the truth?
Cause more mass panic? No, thank you. We're dealing with it.
All the satellites in low to mid-orbit are shutting down, including the space station. It's the size of a football field, Brian.
That should disintegrate upon re-entry.
It was designed to deorbit in a controlled manner, with its debris shower aimed at the ocean, but with this compromised electromagnetic field, it's gonna hit the Earth like a nuclear blast.
Good timing. We lost cell phone service and our landline's down.
Karen, give this to your father. It's the key.
How does it work?
Plug it into a USB port and it'll connect automatically.
My fellow Americans, the unexpected size and intensity of the solar storm is disrupting lower orbital satellites. Some are burning up as they enter the atmosphere. Unfortunately, some are making their way back to Earth with destructive results. Today's devastating strike on central London has been traced to a malfunction in outer...
I lost him. I have to get back to the office. It's chaos.
Okay. Be careful.
Oh, well.
Mom. Where are they?
Can I see your ID, please? I'm a civilian scientist. Dr. Whitlow is a personal friend. This is my associate. I'll be right back.
Okay, what am I getting myself into?
Just relax. Dr. Whitlow was my partner when I worked in Alaska.
Isn't that where you sabotaged your own research 3 years ago? Karen must have said something about that to me.
It was an ethical decision. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you.
There are no scheduled appointments with Dr. Whitlow.
What does that mean?
Please leave the premises immediately.
No, you listen to me. That solar flare is a threat to the entire human race.
Sir, I'm not gonna ask again.
Come on, Dr. Ranger, let's go, come on. Go home. Everyone's expecting us.
I can't just drive away. I'm the guy that made the HFD program that created this mess.
You heard what he said. They're not letting us in.
There must be another way. If we can just get past those guards.
We?
Yeah, I can't do this alone.
You're asking me to break the law. I'm a police cadet.
Listen, in a few days, there might not be any law.
Do you know how crazy you sound right now?
I do. But this is getting worse. And we've got to do something. Now. See, that wasn't hard.
Until someone gets electrocuted. What now?
Find Dr. Whitlow.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
You two! Halt!
Oh, crud.
Halt! Hold it right there! Hands in the air, come on! Get down! Down on the ground, come on!
We're here to see Dr. Whitlow.
On your knees. Now! Hands behind your head.
80 incoming satellites. I need trajectories and impact estimates.
We can't calculate that many.
Then prioritize. Urban strike zones first. Guesstimate if you have to.
Jane, 2 intruders have been captured. One of them is Michael Ranger.
Tell security to detain them. I'll deal with Dr. Ranger later.
Okay. Detain them. Dr. Whitlow will deal with them later.
We've had reports of falling satellites hitting Athens, Cairo, Mumbai.
And our own missiles couldn't stop strikes on Maui and Texas. Can anyone explain that to me? Anyone?
The solar storm has intensified to the point that our military systems have been compromised, sir.
Did we get China on board?
Yes, sir. Along with Russia, Great Britain, France, Canada, Australia. But their anti-missile arsenals are being affected as well.
How many satellites are going to drop on us?
Hundreds. We're at Category 6 threat level.
And we can't stop these things from crashing into us.
I'm sorry, sir.
The space station. It started re-entry. Where and when?
Tracking.
Come on, Peter, I need a location.
It's gonna fall in Chicago.
I want to speak with NATO and the UN Security Council.
Brian Lee. Put her through.
Brian, in 52 minutes, the space station's gonna hit Chicago. Its blast radius is gonna wipe out the city.
We have to evacuate government officials.
Government officials? In less than an hour, 2.7 million people are gonna die, Brian.
There's nothing else to do.
It's too late.
I never should have let you talk me into this. I'm gonna be charged for trespassing, breaking and entering. Can't have a record. Kick me out of the academy.
Yeah, you'd be doing yourself a favor.
How could you say that? It's just all I've ever wanted to be. What have I ever done to piss you off?
I want my daughter marrying a cop. Why do you want to be a cop, anyway?
My dad was a police officer for 30 years. I'll admit it was hard. Worked long hours, it was dangerous. But he always had this quote he'd tell me all the time. All it takes for bad people to prevail is for good people to do nothing. Even as a little kid, I could remember my dad sticking up for the little guy. There'll never be a big parade for him or the key to the city, but he helped people any way he could. And that made a real difference in the world. And I want to do the same.
That was a big one.
"30 seconds to impact."
falling satellite laid waste to several city blocks in Boston. It comes on the heels of the biggest disaster ever to be unleashed on American soil. The total destruction of downtown Chicago.
Mom. It's been 4 hours. Something must have happened.
Maybe they had engine trouble. You know, your father's truck is not exactly reliable.
He's right. And your father drives me insane, but he's also the most resourceful man I know. And he's with Tim. Those two can handle anything.
I know. Still, I can't just wait.
You're exhausted. Get some sleep. We'll do shifts.
Okay. I'll try.
I'll wake you in a few hours.
Jane, this isn't your fault. Oh, no.
What?
It's the sun. You see that black patch on the sun's surface?
Yeah.
That's the sunspot we created with the ion beam. It's now 100,000 kilometers from end to end, 4 times bigger than the Earth.
So what's it gonna do? Emit another X-class solar flare?
No. It's going to be a giant cloud of magnetized radioactive particles, the biggest coronal mass ejection we've ever seen.
Hey, Grandpa.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Have a seat for a minute. I wanted to give this to you. Your grandmother gave me this compass during my very first campaign. You know, we were still dating at the time, but, you know, Jen already had me figured out. She told me it was a reminder to, you know, always choose the right path and never compromise my beliefs. I've kept this compass with me ever since. And it's been a reminder to always follow my heart, because that's our true compass. Anyhow, I figure it's time to pass it on. Think of it as a good luck charm.
Thank you.
We'll get through this. Okay. Try to get some sleep.
I will.
Calculating trajectory. Direct hit on the northern hemisphere. ETA 7 hours, 22 minutes.
Get out that data now. And get NASA working on impact simulations.
Well, how can this possibly be getting worse?
Forget the storm, forget the satellites. We have a coronal mass ejection heading for Earth.
We're gonna need some response scenarios for the president.
The HFD may be an option. Peter, bring up Dr. Ranger.
Dr. Ranger?
He's already here.
I just
swore if that man even so much as stepped foot on a government facility, I would have him shot.
He's still the smartest man I know. Brian, this CME could wipe out all life on this planet.
The brightest minds in the world are trying to figure out how to stop it. We do not need Michael Ranger. Now, excuse me, but I've got to go contact the president.
Hello, Michael.
You've been busy.
Who's your friend?
My daughter's boyfriend, Tim Davis.
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here? It was the HFD program that created the solar flare, isn't it?
We're doing everything we can to fix it.
Now, how's that going?
I need your help.
Really? You need my help?
Can you just take a look at this?
It's the largest CME ever recorded.
And it's heading straight for Earth.
That sounds bad. Very. The impact will be catastrophic. All thanks to Jane and her weapon of mass destruction. It was a weapon that caused this, right? I knew it. You knew why I destroyed that program, and you went ahead and created a weapon. Didn't you?
Are you done?
For now.
Look, you still know more about this than anybody else. Help me use it to stop this.
Dr. Ranger has nothing to offer us, except an admission that he destroyed an HFD facility.
Mr. Secretary, I don't like you. I don't like what you do, and I don't like what you represent. But Jane is right. You need me. So I'm at your disposal.
Yes, you are. Dr. Whitlow, the President needs a briefing. We have another option.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Now, Dr. Whitlow.
That went well. What do we do now?
In 6 hours, the coronal mass ejection will reach Earth. It will ignite parts of our atmosphere and burn off our ozone. Unless we're deep underground, we won't survive. Mr. President, global threat level is now at Category 7. The imminent destruction of all human life.
Oh my God.
There may be a way to stop it before impact, Mr. President. A deep space military satellite with a nuclear reactor, heavily shielded. We can reposition it in the path of the CME and detonate. NASA thinks that the blast will disperse the plasma.
Brian, I'm authorizing you to make this happen now.
We'll coordinate that from here, sir. I'll see you shortly. Get your team to work. NASA needs that repositioning data immediately.
Dad? Tim? have you been all night?
I was locked up with your father.
What?
It's a long story. Did Jack get you that SRAS key? Good. Come on, we got a lot of work to do.
Detonation in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's the status?
2.4% reduction in mass. No change in trajectory.
It absorbed the blast.
There must be some other option.
Sorry, sir, nothing in the present time frame.
My fellow Americans, our world is about to face its greatest threat. In approximately 3 hours, our planet will collide with a coronal mass ejection, which is a massive solar cloud released by our sun. Its impact could potentially destroy our ozone layer, leaving us vulnerable to lethal levels of UV radiation. I want to assure each and every one of you that everything possible is being done to avert this disaster. At the very best, to minimize its impact. There are measures you can take to protect yourself during this unprecedented event. Seek shelter in basements, subways, anywhere that's underground. Take with you as much food and water as you possibly can. And above all, keep your loved ones close. We will face this threat together. We are Americans. We are brave. We are strong. And we will prevail. God bless each and every one of you. And God bless these United States of America. Thank you.
If the world's gonna end, let's just do it. Let's get married.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Right now.
You made it?
Yeah. Wish it could have been nicer.
I think it's beautiful.
I, Timothy Davis, hereby take you, Karen Ranger, my wife, to have and to hold from this moment on, till death do us part.
I, Karen Ranger, hereby take you, Timothy Davis, for my husband, to have and to hold from this moment on, till death do us part. We're kind of married.
Operation Haven is a top-secret project, years in the making, designed for a crisis such as this. It's a network of underground facilities throughout the U.S. connected directly to the White House bunker, which will also serve as Haven's communication center. There's only room for 150,000 people. key government and military personnel, as well as a select group of professionals and tradespeople necessary for a society to survive. If you are in this room, you're on the list. Gather your families. Quickly.
Beverly? Bev? Beverly, pack your bags fast. Only the essentials. We're leaving.
What do you mean we're leaving?
Operation Haven.
What's that?
A network of government underground shelters. I never thought I would live to see it used.
Go get Karen.
What about our neighbors and our friends?
Beverly, they're not on the list.
There's no time to discuss this.
What about Michael and Tim?
Come on.
Karen's gone. We have to go look for her.
We don't have time.
She's my daughter. I'm not leaving without her.
Go find her. I'll stay here in case she comes back.
40 minutes. If we can't find her in 40 minutes, we come back here, get William, and we leave.
Jack, you find her. You don't come back for me.
William.
You give my place to Tim. Go.
Listen, you were right about the high-frequency disruptor. It can stop this.
It's too late. The facility's been shut down and evacuated.
No, there's still a chance. The key is to use the high-frequency disruptor as a shield.
What are you talking about?
I've been running simulations. The CME are negatively charged particles. If we use the disruptor to negatively charge the Earth's magnetic field, it'll be like two similar magnetic poles repelling one another. The Earth can deflect it.
The HFD can't do that with a negatively charged frequency pulse. It's too localized.
Unless it's an uninterrupted beam, it'll spread exponentially.
Oh, the system wasn't designed for that. It would have to be reconfigured.
Well, I'm willing to try.
My system password is Whitlow2464. Security code is Alpha6832.
Got it.
Michael, you only have 2 hours.
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Load up. We're moving out. Wait, what was that?
Tim taught me.
What? She wants to learn how to handle a weapon.
I don't even want to know.
Tim! Tim, are you home? Mr. Davis! Mrs. Davis! We'll try the barn. Maybe she's with Michael.
Bev.
Do it, Jack.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but it's getting worse. There's a solar flare.
That might have been an X-class.
Why are we stopping?
Because I don't want my spark plugs to get ruined by that EMP blast.
What's happening?
Hang on!
Jack!
Beth.
I think it's over.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
The solar flare must have killed it.
We should have bought a new battery.
We'll have to jumpstart it. Put it in second. Pop the clutch.
How long has she been like this?
Maybe an hour. We were in a car accident.
Pupillary dilation is normal. There's no swelling from the injury. Mr. Hillcroft, do you have any more family coming? Mr. Hillcroft?
No, just my wife and I.
Well, let's go to the MAU.
Thank you, Jane. Come on. Okay. That's it. We're in.
How much time before impact?
I don't want to know.
40 minutes. And hypothetically, 10 minutes to negatively charge the ionosphere.
Hypothetically?
They still have one satellite connected. It's monitoring the CME. Headsets.
What do I do?
I want you to keep us posted on the countdown. All right. I'm setting the target. Wide dispersal in the ionosphere, 1,000 kilometers. Maximum intensity. Now, we override the safety systems. Bypass the polarity condensers. Hardwire the generators together right into the antennae array. It'll give us one continuous negatively charged beam instead of an oscillating pulse.
How do we hardwire the generators?
Very quickly. All right. Tim, grab your tool bag.
I really hope you know what you're doing.
Piece of cake. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We passed a rack of black cables when we were coming in. I want you to take them and daisy chain each of those generators together. Can you do that?
Daisy chain them?
Yeah. We're gonna connect all the generators and create one massive generator.
Got it.
Move.
Operation Haven's been completed. This bunker is now linked with all of our other facilities.
And the CME?
24 minutes to impact.
Seal the bunker.
How's it going?
We're attached to the array conduit. Now we just have to hardwire the generators. The insulation ring is stuck.
So we better get it unstuck pretty damn quick.
It won't budge. Come on.
Dad, you have 30 seconds before the frequency beam starts.
There's too much static. I can't hear you.
Why is it humming?
Because it's already initiated. It's gonna release a gigawatt of power whether we're connected or not.
Dad, if you can hear me, the frequency disruptor has commenced countdown. 10, 9,
Let's go.
Dad, say something.
Come on, go! It's working. One continuous beam.
Can the system sustain that?
Hopefully.
Well, this is it, William, old man. Come on. Show me what you got.
The ionosphere's negatively charging. 23%. 42%.
Please work.
Will it be enough of a shield?
It's gonna be close. Listen, you two have to get out of here.
What? Why?
The beam needs to be uninterrupted right till the end. The impact of the CME is gonna cause a reverb effect down the beam to its source.
Dad, what are you saying? You mean feedback? A power surge?
It's going to destroy the array. I'll stay here and maintain the beam, but you two have to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
No way in hell am I leaving you. We're in this together.
Karen, we gotta go.
No, I'm not leaving you.
Listen, Karen, I'll be right behind you. I'll make it.
But you never make it on time. You're always late for everything.
I will this time. I promise. You have to leave.
It's been an honor to serve with you, Mr. President.
It's been a pleasure to serve with you.
CME impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here it comes.
Jack. Where's Karen?
What happened with the CME?
Solar radiation at 12%. Penetration of the thermosphere holding at 150 kilometers.
Any casualties?
No. The atmosphere is still intact.
Oh my God, I'm surprised.
We made it!
Dad. You're okay.
Hey, the explosion must have knocked me out. Help me up.
You did. You saved the whole world.
Yeah, I kind of did, didn't I? My calculations worked.
I don't think the defense secretary is going to be too happy.
Better get you home.
You're hurt. I'm okay. I'm so glad you're home. You brought our baby home.
That's a bad cut. What happened to your head?
We had a close call, but we made it safe and sound.
Thank you. Oh, you okay? You look like you've been through a war.
No, it's nothing that a good hot shower can't take care of.
Huh?
Dad saved the world tonight.
No.
Come inside for a drink.
Let's celebrate.
Thanks. I gotta get back to the lab. I couldn't have done it without you. Both of you.
Thanks.
Good night. Get some rest.
I'll bring you guys a generator.
Thanks.
Well, let's have that drink.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yes, indeed.
My fellow Americans, we witnessed a miracle tonight, and disaster was averted. The coronal mass ejection, which threatened our very survival, was deflected by the Earth's ionosphere. As our sun settles, the solar storm will diminish over the next 2 days. We are safe. The damage will be repaired. Homes will be rebuilt. New satellites will be launched. Our great nation will rise again stronger than ever before. Together with our friends and allies, we will all face a better tomorrow.
I guess we kind of jumped the gun on getting married, huh?
You mean how we skipped the proposal and went straight to the wedding vows? We can slow down. Make it all official.
I would love to make it official. Get you a proper ring.
This one's growing on me.
Hey, check it out. Your compass has gone haywire.
That's weird.
Oh my God.
It was you, wasn't it?
Listen. The calculations work, but when the CME was deflected,
It compromised the integrity of the magnetosphere, I know. Reports have been trickling in, but we're still dealing with the effects of the storm. We're working with 10% of our normal resources.
I'll analyze what I can on my end. In the meantime...
Michael?
Get off me!
Michael, what's happening? Michael!
Where is this? Let go of me! Where are you taking me?
Michael!
Michael!
It's still spinning.
I don't like this. Something's going on.
What the hell is that? Wow. It's beautiful.
This is all wrong. It's a huge aurora borealis. Tim, this isn't over.